Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the beautiful island of Hokkaido for this game in the Japanese B.LEAGUE between our host LEVANGA Hokkaido and the visitors, Nagasaki VELCA. Well, welcome, basketball fans. We draw very close to the postseason as these two teams getting ready to finish this season off on a strong note. Neither team will be in contention for playoff basketball this year, but again, featuring some exciting players of both Dwight Ramos of LEVANGA Hokkaido and, of course, Yudai Baba of Nagasaki VELCA. Well, there are your standings. Both teams sitting second bottom of their respective divisions of both the East and Western Conference. LEVANGA Hokkaido with only 13 victories this season. And, of course, Nagasaki VELCA, they have 19. So, indeed, it's going to be a very tough matchup for both teams, respectively, in the entirety of the B-League. You can see in positions 13 and 15. For LEVANGA Hokkaido, they have home court advantage tonight, and they'll be trying to make sure they take care of business. Well, this team, of course, the talent is there, but the inability to play for four quarters of basketball. Oh, they've got some exciting import players, DeMond Brooks, Reed Travis, not to mention Dwight Ramos of Gilas Filipinas. Well, Nagasaki VELCA, on the other hand, some of their key players, Jarrell Bradley, Matt Bonds, but it's all about Yudai Baba. Yudai Baba, the Japanese national team player who probably most likely will feature this summer at the Paris Olympics for the Akatsuki's 5. And spent the last few years playing in the Australian NBL. Well, no doubt, tempo is going to be very key in this game. There you can see the lineup for Nagasaki VELCA. Well, of course, Jeremy Evans has been the key player for them. The addition, the NBA experience, Hirohide Araya, another player coming off the bench. Koya Kobari had a very good game recently against Kai Soto's Yokohama B Corsairs, but they need to make sure that this is a collective effort tonight. They need to try and play as a team if they're going to get another victory here on the road. A win tonight would take this team to 20 victories, of course, but it still is not enough. They'd have to go on a miracle if they were to try and become a wild card. Well, Kenji Leon Matsumoto will be in the starting lineup in the backcourt. He'll play with Koya Kobari. The Japanese tandem, Jarrell Bradley, will play the small forward role. Well, of course, you do have the likes of Yudai Baba, as we mentioned. It's quite an interesting lineup featuring Jeremy Evans. And there is your starting 5 for your Nagasaki VELCA. Well, welcome to everybody who's watching live on B.LEAGUE International. We'd like to give some early shout-outs, of course, to Shaila Yego, John Shundi Montano, Dasit Mane, and August Vlog 109. Welcome to everybody watching live here. B.LEAGUE Basketball. And here are some of the highlights, of course, from Nagasaki's previous game. As we mentioned with both these two teams, the talent is quite evidently there. Yudai Baba has been a key addition since returning to Japanese B.LEAGUE basketball this season. I guess the argument you could make for both these two teams that, it's about planning for the future. Neither team will be in contention to make the B.LEAGUE playoffs this season, but preparing for next year is going to be key. Well, the problem for Hokkaido LEVANGA has been consistency. Of course, they had a very tough run-in against Alvak Tokyo. But trying to make sure they play consistently is going to be their aspect. Willis connecting with the alley-oop. The lob was up indeed. Willis, of course, a very experienced player, had his time playing in Europe. But the question is, can they pick up a big victory here at home? Well, they got a victory against Ibaraki Robots. They did lose most recently against Osaka Avesa. Only 8-point defeat on the second run, but they did lose by 22 in the first game of that doubleheader. The Alvak Tokyo game was quite devastating for this team at home. Second quarter, they had absolutely zero chance of coming back into that one. But again, here's a chance to play at home in front of your home fans and try and turn things around. Now we're going to get set to introduce the starting 5 of LEVANGA Hokkaido. Well, basketball fans, we will enjoy the local entertainment. Welcome to the beautiful island of Hokkaido. As now we get set to introduce your key players for your LEVANGA HOKKAIDO.
Liverpool,
Well, there are the statistics that do separate these two teams. I mean, Nagasaki VELCA, almost 77 points per game for LEVANGA, and 67.9 for Nagasaki. The key thing is going to be defense, only giving away 82 points in the case of the visitors. Percentages there you can see definitely going in favor, but you know, this will be a tough matchup for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. As we mentioned, consistency has been a trouble point for them this season. So they've got to try and ensure collectively that they pull through to give their home crowd something to cheer about here this evening. As now we get set to introduce the starting five for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, there's the man himself, Saint Papa Dwight. The key man, he did play for Gilas Pilipinas at the previous FIBA Basketball World Cup, and he will feature for his national team this summer at the FIBA Olympic qualifiers. Oh, I'd like to also welcome on the live YouTube chat Edgardo Agapay. Edgardo, get used to it. People will just come in here to see Kai Soto, support him, bash him, and he's not even played today, but don't worry about it, brother. But again, shout out Edgardo Agapay. You can see Damon Brooks is going to be in the starting lineup here, but you know, it's going to have to be a big lineup along with Reed Travis. So again, we're going to see the same situation where, in the case of HOKKAIDO LEVANGA, that Darryl Willis will be coming off the bench this evening. He didn't play in the game against Osaka Vesa. So it's actually interesting. We're not quite sure if he will be in the lineup here this evening. Well, both teams respectively coached by very good coaches. In the case of Nagasaki VELCA, coached by the great Kenjiro Maeda. Started as an assistant coach in 2015 with Alvok Tokyo. Spent some time in the Australian NBL with Melbourne United. And now you start in lineups this evening. Well, Dwight Ramos will be defending Udai Baba, and I guess that is going to be the one matchup everybody's going to be waiting to watch this evening. Jarrell Brantley will be taking on Damon Brooks. Well, Reed Travis will match up with the NBA experience of Jeremy Evans. Well, shout out to Mawu, St. Go, St. Dwight, and welcome to Stephen Federers, or Stephen Federers, so apologies, watching from Canada. Well, VJ Lopez asking the question, do Yokohama have a game today? I don't know, but I know that right now, Dwight Ramos and LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they have a game right now, and it's free, and you can watch if you want. Well, again, to all of our viewers currently tuning in, welcome everybody here. This is B.LEAGUE Basketball. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO taking on Nagasaki VELCA. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Let's get this one underway. Nagasaki winning the opening tip, and they will get first possession. Evans top of the key, got it by Reed Travis. He has been instrumental now trying to go for the lob, but the pass was a little too much. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO trying to break as DeMont Brooks missing, but great defense coming from Jarrell Brantley. Baba heavily defended. Nagasaki trying to break this defense down. We're going for a one-legged fadeaway. That is tough as it comes. Great play by Kuya. Full body. Well, I think he was off balance. That's why he went for the one-legged fadeaway. In the end, he was able to tuck it down. Travis going for a post-up. This is what he's good at. But he turns it right over, looking for the foul, but not getting anything. Nagasaki looking to break. Going for an early three-point. It's up, and 5-0 lead here to Nagasaki VELCA. Jarrell Brantley sinking the triple. Well, Reed Travis doesn't take many three-pointers. He picketh, he poppeth. Brooks comes up with the offensive board. Nothing dropping here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Struggling early on. Just need to try and settle into a tempo and calm down their offense. Another mid-range. This time Reed Travis secures the rebound, but can LEVANGA HOKKAIDO get their first field goal? Travis trying to dribble between two defenders. Now it's a 3-on-2. Trying to finish and getting the transition bucket. Yudai Baba punishing. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO is now the home team. They will call timeout. And defensively, it's been a scramble. On offense, there's been no identity from LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, watch Reed Travis. He's trying to go between his legs, between two defenders. That's just way too casual. And those are unacceptable turnovers. But in the case of Nagasaki, they convert those turnovers into fast break points. Well, the home crowd just trying to rally behind their team, but, the case of LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, usually they come out starting quite well in games, but in this case, they just haven't been able to get anything going. Rhinos bring the ball up here for the home team. Trying to find any form, but pass is deflected, so it goes out of bounds. Going to remain possession to LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, it's been the same case every game, trying to find any winning formula, but only 13 victories this season. Trying to get the ball inbound, but a foul is going to be called against Jeremy Evans. That's going to be the first team foul for Nagasaki here in the first quarter. Well, 36 years of age, veteran player, but let me tell you, age is just a number. He is a primetime player. Ramos heavily defended. Coming off one screen. Fires up a three. It's up. Beautifully tucked away. Well, St. Papa Dwight already inviting everybody to the cathedral. as he gets his first 3 points in the first field goal for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Baba coming off one screen. Goes into the Euro step. Doesn't get the and one, but Udai Baba will go to the free throw line. Well, that's just a case of LEVANGA HOKKAIDO not being aggressive on the pick and roll. I mean, Reed Travis. Well, I can tell you why. Nagasaki were trying to go for a Spain action. They were trying to go for a Spanish pick and roll. So what you saw there was Evans went for a bull screen. And then they were trying to set a back screen for Evans when Baba came off it. Well, we'd like to give some more shout-outs to the people watching live. We'd like to give a shout-out to Corner Post. Is that a brick game? I don't even know how to answer that question. Well, shout-out to Catfan Sotero Constantino. And I'm going to say, to our Korean friend who's just joined, Nick Ads TV. Kai Soto is not playing. He plays for another team called Yokohama. Well, we go down to Ramos. Ramos going in for a little teardrop, unable to connect. Offensive rebound already. It's Nagasaki 9, Dwight Ramos 5. Well, Ramos just needs to keep playing with more confidence. Well, here's a post-up by Dwight Ramos. Puts up a tough floater. A scramble on the offense. But the Ateneo alumni going in for the offensive rebound. And that's what they need from St. Papa Dwight. Well, I'd also like to give a shout out to Bong Ariola. And again, Mawu has made a very good point on the live YouTube chat. LEVANGA's been struggling ever since Thomas Welsh's injury. I agree with you. That's a very good point. So Bong Ariola currently watching from the Philippines. Welcome, brother. Welcome indeed. Change coming into the game is Masaya Karimata, another veteran player. Possession ball game. There's the penetration, and again, the defense. Nowhere to be seen at the moment here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. It's Kenji Leon Matsumoto. Way too easy getting to the bucket. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO going pick and pop here. Damon Brooks has a three. Reed Travis offensive rebound. Got to go up with it. Big man struggling here, but another shot. Still nothing dropping for Reed Travis. You can't argue he's got the size, the strength, but he's got to be able to make sure he puts those one back. Foul's going to be called against LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, there's a three-pointer. That was the first rebound by Reed Travis. Good defense by Evans with a block shot. Travis gets it back again, but that's the case. That kind of defense is the reason, when we talk about LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, that is, why they are at the bottom. Only 13 victories this season, second bottom in their conference. That's not acceptable. And there's the penetration. That's much better. Again, a banger roll. I like to call that a B.E.A. Beautiful move. Nicely done by Red Shimatane. Foul has been called, so Kenji Leon Matsumoto, he will go to the free throw line. And there's the isolation. There's a pump fake. You know, it was good defense until the second swipe, and there was just no need. So Yuta Matsushita, he'll leave the game. He'll take a breather. Checking into the game, Kohei Sekino for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, currently the free throw line, Kenji Leon Matsumoto for Nagasaki. Catfan currently watching from Florida, USA. And Stephen Walsh says you sound like Australian butter. Yeah, that's a great insult. Great job. Welcome to Long Ariola, as we mentioned. And Nicholas Manglagit, welcome, brother. Shout out, currently watching from Doha, Qatar. And Dune watching from LA, California. Well, Stephen Walsh, if I sound like Australian butter, I'll give you a copy of my book. It's called Get a Life. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO again now, trying to get back in this one. Going down low to Brooks. Brooks put a double team. It's still no good. Getting an offensive rebound. Foul's been called. Hitting the and one. And that's what they need right now from their bigs. Demond Brooks, Reed Travis. They need to be aggressive. They got to keep on going for those second chances. There was a move by Brooks. Travis tried to follow up, but Brooks not giving up on it. And now he'll go to the charity stripe. Well, welcome to Cristela Sion, the MVP of most fans. Long Ariola talking about I Love Ginebra. Justin Brownlee plays in EASL. No, we're not talking about EASL. We're going to be talking about the FIBA Asia Basketball Champions League. That's what we're going to be talking about. Basketball Champions League Asia. 5-point ball game. Trying to go for a fadeaway. That's much better defense. Travis getting the rebound. He's caught up in a foul. It's going to be cool against Matt Bonds. Steve Walsh, I'm not sure what butter means in the UK. That's an insult. That's why I didn't know what you meant there. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Ramos almost came up with the interception. Can't get it. Baba pump fakes. There's another penetration. Unable to connect as now Ramos trying to push this one. The transition buckets will be key here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Shimatani finding Travis, trying to go for a dump down, but it was way too predictable. That was the backcourt defense collapsing on Demond Brooks. Down low to Bonds, and, well, Bonds missing a wide open layup. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO practically gift wrapped that one for them. So they've got to be able to finish those. Ramos looking for an isolation. Kicks out, good ball reversal. Just tries another three, and nothing's dropping at the moment. Bonds goes to the perimeter at the moment. It is raining three-pointers. Well, Matt 007 Bonds piling on the punishment at the moment here for against LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Another foul has been drawn. It's only going to be the 13th foul against Nagasaki. Yeah, Bong Ariola. Currently, we have the BCL Asia, the Basketball Champions League Asia. That's happening at the moment, so it's qualifiers. So Justin Brownlee's actually playing at the moment. Well, buongiorno mio amico. Andrew Apostola sta abitando in Italia adesso. Benvenuti, fratello mio. Sono mezzo italiano, la mia mamma di Napoli. Andrew Apostolo currently watching from one of the most beautiful countries in the world, the country of my mother, Italy. Shout out to Roy Cotto watching from Texas, supporting Jeremy Evans and Udai Baba. But you gotta love the hustle now from Reed Travis diving on the ground. Darryl Willis into the game. No foul called. They try another three. This time it's up and again. Nothing dropping here. Another foul has been called, so Nagasaki will be going to the free throw line. Udai Baba was in the process of that, was he? Now here's a replay of the three-pointer. But you gotta love that. That is Reed Travis just wanting it a little bit more than everybody else. Well, Yudai Baba, a clear fan favorite in Japanese basketball. This is from Toyama, Japan. 28 years of age, went to the University of Tsukuba. Started his pro career in 2017. He was only 22 years old with Tokyo Alvak. Then went and played in the G League with the Texas Legends. What's interesting, he's actually spent his time split between Texas Legends and Melbourne United. And so returning to the Japanese B.LEAGUE this season with Nagasaki VELCA. So this is his first time back in the B.LEAGUE in over 6 years. 10-point lead to Nagasaki. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they need some inspiration in their offense. Time's a little bit too open, a little bit too loose. A nice mid-range, beautifully tucked away, and maybe that could be the catalyst as Kohei Sekino. Well, Mau's got a good question there. What's going on with LEVANGA's offense? Well, Lernan Finn just said, why is the BCL Asia not including NBL Australia and New Zealand? That's a very good question. I'm not quite sure. Welcome to Rita Valoria saying, go Dwight. Welcome, Rita. Oh, Willis has the mismatch. They don't get the ball to him. Not a lot of space right here for LEVANGA's offense. He's just struggling inside the paint. I mean, he's unable to get any good looks at the moment. Well, the isolation coming. There's a kick out. Another three in the corner. Beautifully raining. Three-pointers here from Nagasaki VELCA as 007 Bonds just sinking and icing the tray ball. Biggest lead of the game of 11 points. Oh, Willis goes for a post-up. It's a very poor post-entry pass. Another turnover. Tsukasa Nakano. Well, corner post, I disagree. Dwight's on the bench. And the thing is, he's not really involved in much of the offense. Another penetration. There's the drive, no good. Now, if HOKKAIDO LEVANGA goes quickly here, they get a 2-for-1. That's going to be a double dribble, yeah. And right there. I mean, that's a 2-on-1. Shuto Terazono has got to give the ball up. And that was a wasted opportunity for a 2-for-1. Well, Basel fans, if you are currently watching live on this YouTube stream, please let us know where in the world you're watching. Which team are you supporting? Are you supporting LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, or are you supporting Nagasaki VELCA? Well, to all of our Filipino fans, Dwight Ramos currently does have 5 points. Fakes the pass going in, faking the defense out. Well, that is a tough play by Koya Kobari. Tamon Brooks was the closest player. Kobari faked the pass, and Brooks looked the other way. 1 second difference between game and shot clock here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. So the foul has been called on the ground. It's only going to be the 4th team foul against Nagasaki, and it's on Kobari. Ball change coming in for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO as Hiroto Kikuchi checking into the game at the moment. 9.7 left here in the first quarter. Well, they find Willis. Willis almost turns it over to get it right back. They go for three in the corner. It's up, and finally, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO getting something to go. There's the long court pass, and the shot is no good. Well, Basel fans, again, we thank you for joining us. It is indeed the end of the first quarter. So Tony Bonds is currently watching from Maryland. I probably take it the son. I believe his son Matt Bonds is playing. And of course, talking about watching from Portland, Oregon. Well, it's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a short break. We will be back in just under 1 minute. Well, welcome back, Basel fans. Second quarter about to get underway. Welcome to Fatima Price, currently watching from New York. Well, is that New York State or New York City? Nagasaki getting the first possession in the second quarter. Matsumoto makes the penetration. The three is made by, excuse me. Willis comes up with a rebound, trying to push this one. Willis goes in, and that's a beautiful transition. Well, they've gone on a 5-0 run since hitting that three-pointer at the end of the first quarter. Trying to get down to an 8-point ball game. Bonds crosses over, goes in, gets rejected. Well, John LEVANGA gets something good here. Brooks makes the contact, but he misses the layup. Well, that would have been key if he made that one. It's now Nagasaki. And we're going to call a foul on the ground. This one, indeed, is going to be called against Tsukasa Nakano. Well, Nakano initiated the contact. Well, I'd say that's a shoulder by, Kenji Matsumoto. I would have called that an offensive foul. Well, welcome to Gio Santos. Dwight is currently on the bench, but he got the first 5 points. 1 3-pointer. Matsumoto missing. A wide open layup by Matt Bonds, and that is the true definition of a primetime professional. Tony Bonds, I don't know if Matt is your brother, your cousin, your son, but look at that. That's why you go in for offensive rebounds. That's a case of when a pro just wants it a little bit more than everybody else. Well, Matt Bonds currently at the free throw line here, standing at 196 centimeters. That's roughly 6'5". Well, Bonds joined the Japanese B.LEAGUE back in 2019 when he signed for the Saga Blues after playing pro basketball in both Denmark and in France. He's played for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, the Nishinomiya Storks, my apologies. Of course, joining Nagasaki LEVANGA. It's the second season, I believe, or third season. Well, Tony Bonds, you should be a very proud father because Matt Bonds is one hell of a professional. There's another look at that play, but foul indeed is going to be called on number 11, Hirohide Araya. Lewis looking to isolate, pulls up in the mid-range, 15 feet, it's a good look, but it just rattles its way out. Now Nagasaki, leading by 9 points. There's another penetration, finding Bonds under the basket. Well, pull between 2 players. Travis doesn't. Oh, foul. I think they're going to call backcourt violation. Foul is actually going to be called against Kenji Leon Matsumoto. Point deficit. Pumping from the perimeter, pulling up from the mid-range. Tsukasa Nakano finding a bit of rhythm here early on in the second quarter. Well, another turnover now. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO looking to push this one, and another foul's going to be called against Kenji Leon Matsumoto. So he's picked up 2 fouls in just under 1 minute and 30 seconds. Well, we do have a player down at the moment. Let's have a look at the replay. Matsumoto turned it over. That's great defense by Kohei Sakino, diving on the floor. Now watch it by Shuto Terazono. It's actually Nakano now. That looks painful. Did he? Well, he's holding on to his knee. So hopefully he's going to be okay. You never like to see a player go down. Well, fans, we will try to keep you updated as this goes on, but that is a very worrying sign for Hirohide Araya. Of course, the Nagasaki fans making the journey here to the north of the beautiful island of Hokkaido, they watch on with a bit of anxiety because, he's a terrific player. Well, it's a sign you never like to see a player having to leave the game, but I guess the good thing is that he is walking. But again, I'd say he's walking very gingerly. Well, again, our support goes to Hirohito Araya, the injury. And they can see Coach asked the question why the foul wasn't called. Well, shout out to Sid Gaz, currently watching from Vancouver, BC. And as Lita Valoria says, Filipino fans always tuning in every week here for Japanese B.LEAGUE basketball, showing fantastic support for the fellow Kababayans. Well, 7 points of separation between these two teams. Ramos still on the bench at the moment. Oh, leaving wide open for 3. It's up and nothing but net from downtown. And that's the kind of shot that will build their confidence. As now Nagasaki, they'll call timeout. Well, their 11-point lead has been cut down to 4 points. I mean, it's a heavy backcourt offense for LEVANGA Hokkaido. And right now, Nagasaki just need to calm themselves down and try to reassert themselves. I mean, Nagasaki, they were having their way in the first quarter. Well, let's have a look at the three-pointer again. I mean, nobody there to contest him. I mean, that's like giving a free lunch away at the buffet. So we'll be back momentarily. Well, shout out to Kim Garcia. Currently saying LEVANGA have identity. They play hard. They work on defense and hustle. Well, not quite sure that shot proves your point, but no, I'm getting ready for BCL Asia for sure. It's going to be the premium elite continental competition. Teams of the KBL, the CBA, the PBA, B.LEAGUE, Plus League. It's back to a 7-point ball game. Willis trying to go for a post-up. Gets caught a double team. Well, one thing is that LEVANGA Hokkaido, they just cannot get any points inside the paint. And that's down to the great defense of Nagasaki. Well, shout out to Jake the Snake Roberts, currently watching from North Dakota. And Travis secures the rebound. LEVANGA needs to try and emotionally stay in this game at the moment. Screen coming again, pulls up in the mid-range. He is getting into that rhythm. Shuto Terazano. Well, you like the little pick-and-roll combo he had there with Reed Travis. It's back to a 5-point deficit. Well, that's going to be a turnover, yeah. Reed Travis, good defense. And you can see the case of Masaya Karimata, the veteran player, calling for the foul. And nothing was going to be called as Yudai Baba and Jarrell Brownlee, number 7, checking back into the game for Nagasaki. Well, shout out to Sid Gaz, Vancouver, BC. Go for a post up. There's a pump fake. Oh, just not falling to the pump fakes. But this time, Bree Travis is able to put it back. Well, he's had his struggles offensively, but nobody can deny his defense. Now it's only a 3-point deficit to Nagasaki. Still with the lead at the moment. Well, they got the switch on defense. Time winding down the shot clock. Got to get something going. A nice little one-legged fadeaway, but another miss. But can you see that? How easy was it to get the offensive board? Well, Darryl Willis got caught ball watching there. The weak side rebounder coming in. Well, shout out to Jordan, currently watching from Wichita in Kansas. What's up, brother? Welcome. Well, Ren Shimatani will come back into the game for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, I'd say this would be a good time to bring, well, they have. They brought Dwight Ramos back in. 5:20 to go. Ramos is back in the lineup for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Defense already. I mean, it's just way too easy for Nagasaki. Yudai Baba, whenever he goes to that ball screen, he just reads his defender to perfection. Willis goes in, throws it down with one hand. And that's what they need from Darryl Willis. Get mean, get aggressive, get nasty. Still a 3-point ball game. Nagasaki trying to break down the defense. Willis putting his hand inside the cookie jar, but time is winding down. Three is up in the corner, no good. Ramos coming up with a loose ball. 3-pointer will tie the game up, but a foul's been called now. It's going to be called on the ground, so no and one. Coming for Darryl Willis. Well, the timeout's going to be called by LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. These two teams will talk it over. Again, basketball fans, we thank you for joining us. Dav Chan currently watching from Frankfurt, Germany. Guten Tag, wie geht's dir? Well, Jason Wemba, that's a good question, but I'd say Yudai Baba definitely the more experienced player. Jerome Gonzaga, Magendan Gabi, brother, welcome. Welcome to all of our other fans. Timeout now. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Well, welcome back, basketball fans. There you can see the games coming up for both these two teams, but also the records. Both quite similar, but Nagasaki does have a better record. So shout out, of course, to Blue Bottle. Jerome Gonzaga, and welcome to John Charles Carriega watching from the Philippines and supporting Dwight Ramos. B.LEAGUE will be a part of BCL Asia, correct? BCL Asia is going to be the league competition. What, has he done that twice in one game? He's gone off the backboard from the three-point line 2 times. I don't think he needs to call bank if it goes in. Now LEVANGA HOKKAIDO foul has been called, so free throws coming up. And this will be the chance, the first chance for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO to take the lead. They've never had the lead in this game. So Darryl Willis will be going to the free throw line. We'll start with the defense. Well, just a bit of a clumsy turnover. Well, another timeout's coming. 4:09 here in the second quarter. Nagasaki VELCA will have a chance to take the very first lead of this game. Well, welcome back, Basel fans. There will be 2 free throws coming up for Darryl Willis for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Now, Willis, originally from Madison, Wisconsin. She started playing at Pearl River Community College in 2014. Then he went to Wichita State. Now, interesting, started his pro career in Cyprus for Karabnos. Also played in Russia for Nizhny Novgorod, Monaco in the EuroLeague, Brescia BCNSA. Prior to going to the Japanese B.LEAGUE this season, played in the Korean KBL, the Saxon Seoul Thunder. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO have their first lead of the game. Not turning around, almost turning it over, but gets it back. Nagasaki looking to regain the lead, but they missed the three-pointer. Finding Ramos. Ramos transition going in, finishing under intense pressure. St. Papa Dwight one more time. Going to work. Well, if you want to know what Dwight Ramos' stats are, now he's got 7 points here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, the offensive foul has been called against Nagasaki, so it will be a turnover. I mean, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, a team that had no confidence, no identity in the first quarter. That's the second foul against Kanji Takahita. Well, Willis having to play point guard. Nagasaki trying to put on a bit of full court pressure, but to no avail. Well, Ramos has got 7. Almost turns it over, but they're going to keep this one alive. That's great defense by Takuma and Okita. I think that's what Nagasaki's looking for right now. Anybody to try and make a difference. Ramos trying to get the ball in bounds. There's the penetration. Pulls up for tough mid-range. Travis follows up and he gets the M1. Well, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they are hustling. It all starts with the contested offensive rebound. Well, if we take a look at the replay, it starts with Tsukasa Nakano. Here was the mid-range shot. Watch Nakano. And just that little fight is what enables the ball to end up in the hands of Reed Travis. So chance now for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO to make this a 7-point ball game. He converts a 3-point play. Well, they're turning this one around for sure. DJ Jordao, probably the greatest moments in the history of Filipino basketball. Salamat Belenga, but I gotta tell you, I did not like the commentator that day. That commentator always gives me a headache, but the 3-point was great. On a net, again, another one goes missing. Travis comes up with it. Trying to push this one from LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Willis, 3, it's up. Still no good. It goes out of bounds. It's going to remain HOKKAIDO ball on the baseline. Well, Nagasaki, they've just been tested. Collectively as a team, they've got to try and pull through. Another penetration now. Going off the backboard now. He capped that one in his left hand. That indeed was a very, very tough play. Ran Shimatane now making it a 9-point ball game for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Trying to go for another deep 3 and a brilliant response. Well, Matt 007 Bonds silences this crowd. Silences the comeback. And we have a timeout to LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Still leading by 6 points. But 007, he is reporting for duty as he's going to be nailing triples. License to hit the 3-pointer. Well, there was the penetration, kicking out the Bonds. This is coming from Masaya Karimata. And Bonds, beautiful shooting technique. Cool as you like. .217 to go here in the first half. Currently a 6-point lead still to LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. And we're trailing by as many as 12 points. 13 for that matter, actually. They found themselves back in this one, but can they hold on for their 14th victory of the season? Big Travis trying to go for a post-up. Got it by Bonds. Finds Ramos. Lewis tries another 3. It's up, no good. It's actually a 2-3 possession game at the moment. So LEVANGA HOKKAIDO will try to break it down play by play. Bonds looking to isolate. Got it by Ramos. Kicks this one out. They go for another 3. And that's way off the mark. Lewis inside the paint, senses the mismatch, goes up with a tough play. That's 3 possessions back-to-back. They've been unable to score. Foul has been committed by LEVANGA HOKKAIDO's number 15, Ran Shimatane. Going down low, good pass, and Bonds finishing. Going down to 4 points, and he does the simple things. Sets that ball screen, gets right inside the paint. And that 9-point lead has been cut down to 4. Thank you to Matt 007 Bonds. Time winding down here on the shot clock. 3 bumps in the lane, goes in, finishing. That's a tough play. He's had his struggles here this evening. But that will count indeed. And that could be a potential 2-for-1 for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Unless Nagasaki get a bucket here, and there's a 3-pointer. Well, 5 seconds difference between game and shot clock here for the home team. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO with only 13 victories so far this year. Nagasaki VELCA with 19. Ramos going down low to Willis. Well, Ramos is wide open. They don't get the ball to him. Goes in, throws it down with one hand with a monster dunk. Well, he threw that one down with authority, but there you can see Nagasaki going coast to coast. And that's unacceptable. That's an M1, I believe. I think he's going to the free throw line. No, he didn't get it off in time. Or did he? That's the question. I think the officials will have to review this. Did he get the layup off in time? Well, we're going to review, see what the officials say. Let's have a look here. Did he get it off in time? I can't quite see. We don't have the clock in front of us. We want to let you know if there's time left, but basket counts. It's going to be 2 points indeed. Now it's going to be an and 1, I believe, as well. So there's going to be 1/10 of a second left. Foul is on Dwight Ramos. So Takuma and Okita currently the free throw line. A chance to cut this down to a 5-point ball game. And it's amazing how it goes off the backboard. It's amazing how LEVANGA HOKKAIDO had an 8-point lead off the great bucket. Well, Basel fans, there indeed is the end of the first half. And again, we'll take a break for 20 minutes as we'll be back for the second half of this Japanese B.LEAGUE game between our hosts, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, and the visitors, Nagasaki VELCA. Enjoy the highlights. Go get something to eat. Go get something to drink. But don't go anywhere too long as we will be back momentarily.
ダンスパフォーマンスでした。ありがとうございました。さあここからのお時間はイーストサイドドリーム8チア&ダンスハーフタイムスペシャルダンスパフォーマンスです。イーストサイドドリーム8はアメリカのシアトルを拠点としているチアダンス&チアリーディングチームで WNBA のシアトルストームなどでパフォーマンスをしています。2018年にレバンガ北海道と姉妹クラブ提携を行いパシスタスピリッツとの交流が始まりました。同年8月にはパシスタスピリッツがシアトルに渡り WNBA の試合会場でパフォーマンスを披露し、海を越えた強いつながりのもと交流を続けてまいりました。本日はここ北海北エルにてパフォーマンスを披露していただきます。よろしくお願いします。
強くなれる理由を知った僕を連れて進め強くなれる理由を知った僕を連れて進めどうしたって消せない夢も止まれない今も誰かのために強くなれるならありがとう悲しみよ世界に打ちのめされてまた無意味をしたグレーの春咲き誇れうなりを照らしてその中でからの全力をつけてみえる自然に来れば I don't need you いつまでもなろう一つずつ形や美しいどうしたって消せない夢も止まれない今も誰かのために強くなれるならありがとう悲しみよ世界に打ちのめされてまた無意味をしたグレーの春咲き誇れうなりを照らしてうなりを照らして
以上イーストサイドドリーム8チア&ダンスハーフタイムスペシャルダンスパフォーマンスでした。イーストサイドドリーム8の皆さんありがとうございました。 Thank you very much。 さあ続きましては公式動プレゼンツ1位を当てろレバンガカップレース。
セナハローこの企画は北海道のご当地 VTuber 風越セナがお届けします。お付き合いください。ルールのご案内です。回答者はこのスクリーンに抜かれたあなた1から3の中からお好きな車を選びます。あとは祈るだけ。見事選んだ車が優勝したら講師堂が運営するホテルヴィラ講師堂の宿泊券をプレゼント。それでは皆の衆健闘を祈ってるぞ。
さあということで参加者を会場から選びますので皆さんしっかりカメラにアピールしてください。さあ誰だアピールしてくれてる。おさあ挑戦者はあなたとなりました。よろしくお願いします。さあアリセロが言ってますね。さあレバンガカップレースに参加するのはあなたです。ではお好きな車を選んでカメラに向かって選んだ車の番号を指で教えてください。何番でしょう。1番。さあなるほど。それでは行きましょう。レーススタート。
さあ1番が1着になることをみんなで祈りましょう。さあ来い1番。さあどうだすぐにゴールするからねこれね。さあスタートは2番。スタートは2番にさあ3番が来ましたけども1番が後ろから頼むよ。来たか。来た。
おめでとうございます。見事1番の車が勝利しましたので、講師堂が運営するホテルヴィラ講師堂の宿泊券をペアでプレゼントします。
おめでとうございます。
おめでとうございます。
なかなか当たんないんだよこれ。
これねすごいよ。試合終了後1回ファンクラブブースまでお越しください。ありがとうございました。
楽しんでもらえたかな。それでは後半も頑張れレバンガ。
バンガ北海道対長崎ベルカ、ここで協賛協力公演各社をご紹介いたします。 B リーグ2023-24シーズン B リーグトップパートナーソフトバンク、 B リーグパートナーズ富士通、日本郵便、 G ショック、日本生命、 B リーグサポーティングカンパニーズ朝日新聞、日本経済新聞社、大塚製薬、野村工芸社、 EY ジャパン、ヤフー、エニタイムフィットネス、アーシャルデザイン、 B リーグサプライヤーズモルテン、アダストリア、 B リーグエンターテインメントパートナーソニーミュージックエンターテインメント、 B リーグコミュニケーションパートナー LINE、 B リーグスポーツ振興パートナースポーツくじウィナー。
世界最大の室内 DX ゴルフ空間 B.LEAGUE ゴルフ、ただいま会員募集中。全打席にカメラと弾道計測器、トラックマンを設置。練習に確信を、スイングに確信を。 B.LEAGUE ゴルフ。
私たちは医療介護を通して
ここに暮らす皆さんを
支えたい。
健やかに地域とともに。
花川病院はレバンガ北海道を応援しています。花川病院。
ジョージア
コーヒーを飲んで
なんでもない話のなんでもない日々だけど、毎日って結構ドラマだ。ジョージア。
青は愛より出て愛より青し。ザ・レイクビュー島や野の風リゾート、10月1日リボーン。
こんなのあるよ。それはね、タッピングリーシュー。三振の車に好きがく低額で乗れるよ。気になったらバカリテコ。新種の特注発見だって。選挙の七つ道具って知ってる？知ってることが増えるってこんなに楽しいことなんだ。
学ぶんできたるにはワクワクがいっぱい詰まってる。もっと知りたいに出会う場所。
日本がまた世界を驚かせる時が来た。 It's time for クラウン。クラウンスポーツデビュー。
札幌トヨタ。
「
Well, welcome back, Basel fans. Second half about to get underway here between LEVANGA HOKKAIDO and Nagasaki VELCA. This is Japanese B.LEAGUE basketball, where it is indeed a 5-point lead to the hosts. Well, Nagasaki VELCA, they came out the stronger team between these two. But HOKKAIDO have been able to turn this one around in the second quarter, so hopefully we'll see this game go right down to the wire. Maybe it could even be a game decided in the dying moments. Well, here's where they've been very good so far. Matt Barnes getting inside the paint. He's had a terrific game so far for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, the problem right now was consistency in the second quarter for Nagasaki. I meant Matt Barnes for Nagasaki, not for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Barnes does have 15 points. Well, he's the top scorer in this game. Tsukasa Nakano has 11 for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Now we'll take a look at some of the key statistics from the first half. Well, both teams shooting 5 out of 13 from the perimeter. Difference is Nagasaki were getting to the free throw line a lot more in the first quarter. LEVANGA have more points from inside the rainbow. There you can see the rebound count. LEVANGA out rebounding Nagasaki, which is quite surprising. Only 3 offensive rebounds and 8 of them coming for HOKKAIDO. While turnovers, they need to be eliminated. Again, this has the makings to be a very exciting game of basketball. Well, shout out to Alfredo Vilando, currently watching from the United Arab Emirates. Of course, welcome back to Lita Valoria. 7 points in the moment for Dwight Ramos. Well, Barnes leading the way right now, the only player in double figures for Nagasaki. Baba does have 8 points. It has been a struggle offensively so far for them in the second quarter. Kenji Leon did pick up 2 fouls. He currently has 6 points. Third top scorer at the moment here for Nagasaki. But Barnes has been their key player, their go-to. He's been terrific from the perimeter, inside the paint. Originally from Maryland, United States. Played professional basketball in both Denmark and in France. Joined the Saga Ballooners in B2 back in 2019. He's loved life professionally here in Japan. Well, shout out to Marvin Atienza. Welcome, currently watching from Montreal in beautiful Canada. LEVANGA getting the first possession. Time winding down here for Ramos. Ramos hesitates, tries to isolate, little teardrop. And that's way off the mark by Dwight Ramos. 7 points so far for St. Papa Dwight. That's going to be a jump ball, so it's going to remain possession to Nagasaki. Well, both teams just trying to get into a rhythm early on here in the third quarter, second half of play resuming. DeMar Brooks currently back in the lineup. Oh no, no jump ball, traveling violation called. Interesting. So LEVANGA HOKKAIDO will resume possession. Once again, trying to go for 50 feet. He has struggled from the mid-range. Bond's unable to make the three-pointer. But that is his bread and butter. Travis, 3 attempts at three-point line. Again, the shot selection has been poor so far from LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Just unable to get into a rhythm of any good offense, get into a set offense. They try to establish a create, but there's another turnover. Baba making a very poor pass. Well, the pass was intended for Jarrell Brantley, but, you know, Baba's got to do better than that. Down the lane. Nobody went to contest that one. It's back to a 7-point ball game. Timeout's going to be called by Nagasaki. Ren Shimatani just putting on a clinic at the moment, teaching everything. Well, Professor Shimatani just going to work down the middle. Let's have a look at the replay. Well, there's the heavy defense. Well, nobody saw it coming. I think Bradley thought he was going to kick that one out, or maybe assumed that Evans was in the help side, but that's not good defense. While we resume play at the moment, 7-point lead to LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Only 13 victories so far this season. It's been quite a struggle for them so far in the Japanese B.LEAGUE. Well, Shimatani almost caused a turnover. And now he's fell over in the process. There's the pick and pop now. Bradley trying to isolate, got it by Brooks. Good defense. Only go for a deep three-pointer. Matsumoto unable to connect, but again, you can just see why he missed the putback, but no problem. Well, that is where the NBA experience comes into play for the 36-year-old Jeremy Evans. You got to put a body on him. Big Travis inside goes in for a tough little jump hook, and he's unable to score. Nice screen by Jeremy Evans. Baba here on the perimeter. Got it by Ramos. And we get a switch on the ball screen. Evans got it by Ramos. You got to get the ball to Evans. Gets caught a double team, and there you go. Well, they patiently waited once Evans had the switch to try and get cement position in the low block. Double team came over, but to no avail for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Shimatani penetrates. No good by DeMar Brooks. Well, Damon Brooks and both Reed Travis, they're great players. But it's fair to say that they are having a tough time against the inside presence of both Jeremy Evans and Jarrell Brantley. Well, Brooks is going to go to the bench. He'll take a breather. 7:13 to go here in the third quarter. Well, still a three-point ball game. Oh, missing a wide open layup, and that would have been crucial for Nagasaki. Foul has been called in transition, but the foul is going to be called on the ground. I wonder if the referees will review this. Let's have a look at the replay. Well, yeah, why not? Matsumoto had hands in his back. I'm surprised they're not reviewing this for an unsportsmanlike foul. Well, I don't know what he's saying. I went for the ball. You had a hand in his back, clearly. Well, they're going to deem it as a regular foul, so play continues. Shimatani with under 10 here on the shot clock. Willis pulls up for 15. Offensive rebound by Reed Travis, and that's what they need. Second chance points. Anything to keep them in the game. Well, Baba's been good so far, and that's got to be a no! Wow! That is incredible. I was almost certain. Let's have a look at the real. Was he outside the restricted zone? If he's outside the restricted zone, that's a charge. Well, they've called an offensive foul. They've called a blocking foul, excuse me. Now, it looked at first glance that he was outside the restricted zone. Well, the man who spent his time between the Australian NBL and the NBA G League, Udai Baba. Now, for those who are maybe unfamiliar with international rules, you have a restricted semicircle just under the bucket. So when you're not the primary defender, the secondary defender, which in the case was Yuta Matsushita, number 66, he came over the help side to initiate the charge. And I thought at first glance he was outside the semicircle, the restricted zone. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO trying to find Dwight Ramos. Trying to find Ramos in the corner. Ramos pulls up. He is way off the mark. Goes out of bounds, but that's going to remain Hokkaido possession. Well, they've got to get something going here. There's a kick out. Willis, can he get the three? Well, both teams have hit 5 3-pointers in the first half. They had the same amount of attempts and makes. And now Nagasaki looking to maybe tie the game up. There's a foul committed. It's on the ground again. The foul is going to be called against Ren Shimatani. Baba on the perimeter, got it by Ramos. Too much time and space in mid-range, and again, that's the argument. I mean, that's the criticism I had of LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. They just don't defend the pick and roll well. You cannot allow Udai Baba, one of the best Japanese players, to walk into a mid-range. You got to switch, bump, contest. They go for another three. Nobody going in for an offensive rebound. And now Nagasaki Matt Bonds looking to retake the lead. Goes in with a Levanga on its own. Nagasaki at the moments as Kenji Leon Matsumoto forcing Hokkaido Levanga to call timeout. Currently 52-51 to the visitors. 5:04 here in the third quarter. Can they turn this around? Five minutes left here in the third quarter. Currently a 1-point lead to Nagasaki. Hokkaido trying to get back in this. Ramos heavily defended. Down the middle, goes in. Oh, it's a good move. Reed Travis offensive rebound. Still can't put it back. Well, they've had a lot of second chance opportunities, but they've been unable to finish. Bonds again, good move. Maybe could have got a foul there, but it's going to go back to Hokkaido. Ramos looking for a post-up. Double team comes along. They have to play it wide open. Wilson struggles from the three-point line again, but Ramos gets an offensive board. And goes for the fadeaway. No, it's going to be an offensive foul. Call against Reed Travis. Yep. I think that's the right call. Well, Reed Travis, I think, if you have a look at the replay, there's a little push. Watch Travis here under the basket. Yeah, right there. That's a good call. The push went right in the back of the head of Evans. Still with 4 minutes left here in the third. Nagasaki trying to build on the lead. This time they switch on the ball screen. That puts the mid-range shooter under a little bit of pressure. Hokkaido is still scoreless in the last few minutes. Trying to find something. Ramos, three, it's up. It's much better by Willis. Down low to Reed Travis, got to go up with it. Reed Travis finishing around both Matt Bonds and, of course, Jeremy Evans. Well, he wanted to have one. He wasn't going to get it on that play. Well, they wanted a foul there for Baba. And now Levanga Hokkaido leading by one. Ramos pump fakes, nowhere to go. Now we're under 10 here on the shot clock. Going in, finishing under intense pressure from the defense. Ren Shimatane. Well, they've gone on a 4-0 run, extended a 3-point lead. Yeah, if you're a neutral, you want to see this game go right down to the wire, but a foul's going to be called. The Foul is going to be against Yuta Matsushita. Well, the problem for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO is they have committed too many fouls over the limit, so will be free throws coming up for Nagasaki. So Baba goes to the free throw line. Well, the 28-year-old Yudai Baba getting it down to 2-point ball game. Can make it just 1 point if he makes this free throw. Makes them both. Only go for another three. It's up, and this time they get it. That's the first three of the second half here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. And that takes them to a total of 6. Tsukasa Nakano getting a little bit of inspiration at the moment for Hokkaido. Well, Bonds left wide open. He's got to make this one. It's just off to the left. Now Ramos trying to push the tempo. Well, quite a hard foul there by Masa. Well, the foul was on Masaya Karimata. That's just a good hot play between two very good players. Over 2 minutes left in the third quarter. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO have led by as many as 7 points here in the second half. Biggest lead they've had is 9 points. Nakano's made 1 3, and again, this guy starting to feel unconscious at the moment. Well, a timeout's going to be called by Nagasaki. They trail again by 7 points. Thanks to Tsukasa Nakano. Nakano does a good job of running up the off screens and getting open. Has had his struggles from the three-point line as of recently. These are some big three-pointers. Nagasaki trying to get something going. 1:40 to go. coming off one screen. There's a kick out, finds Bonds. Bonds got to make this one. That's a good look, but he's got to try and make those. Travis draws another foul, but it's only going to be a third team foul against Nagasaki here in the third quarter. So changes coming in for both of these two teams, just under 90 seconds. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO trying to go back up by 9 points. Three-pointer would take them to double digits. Well, they go for the three. It's up, and now it's a it's a two-pointer. Sorry. Darryl Willis hitting the mid-range. 9-point lead. Bradley goes for a quick response, and this happened last time. Last time, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO went up by 9 points. Nagasaki responded quickly with a tray ball. Willis goes for three this time, and now he gets it. Oh, Willis hitting his first three-pointer. 7 in total for HOKKAIDO tonight. Well, they're making things happen, that's for sure. Both of them are. But again, if you're a neutral fan, you want to see it go right down to the wire. Bonds draws the foul. That's a great play, so he will go to the free throw line. Well, Matt Bonds, we mentioned, joined the Saga Ballooners back in 2019 after a very brief stint in both France and in Denmark. It's not his 5th season playing professional basketball in Japan. Also played for the Kawasaki Brave Thunders. Makes them both. 24.4 seconds left. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO can try and go for the very final possession. Takuma and Okita comes back into the game for Yudai Baba, and that's a coach's change to prevent Baba from maybe picking up another foul. Well, I'll say that. Baba doesn't have any fouls. So, interesting choice. Willis finding Terrazono. Terrazono trying to run down the clock here. Don't want to allow Nagasaki to get another shot. Willis penetrates, goes in, getting the layup. Well, he wanted a foul as well. Nagasaki's got to throw this one up. And it goes off the backboard. Basketball fans currently watching this Japanese B.LEAGUE game between HOKKAIDO LEVANGA and Nagasaki VELCA. Currently, it's a 9-point lead. HOKKAIDO winning that quarter 21-17. We've got one more quarter to go. Don't go anywhere, because we're going to take a short little 1-minute break. Well, here's a look at the three-pointers coming from Tsukasa Nakano. We had 2 3-pointers in succession, and that turned this game around, making it a 7-point lead at that point for LEVANGA Hokkaido. 17 points tonight for Tsukasa Nakano. Nagasaki will get the first possession of the fourth and final quarter. Well, Bonds again just taking Reed Travis' school. Oh, he sealed him off inside the paint at 19 points. But Matt Bonds, 4 of them coming in the second half so far. Reed. Oh, Darryl Willis, excuse me. Let's have a look at the replay here. Willis with the seal-off. I'm almost certain that should be called on the ground. I think they're going to call a shooting foul. See, I disagree with that one. To me, that's a foul is clearly made before he got into the 1-2 step. But Darryl Willis will shoot these 2 free throws. Well, the 28-year-old 6'9" Darryl Willis, we mentioned, graduated from Wichita State in Kansas. Professional career in Cyprus, Russia, Monaco, Italy. He was also in the Korean Basketball League last season, playing for Samson Seoul Thunder. Nine-point ball game. And an offensive foul. Well, did they call this one on Kenjulio Matsumoto? Let's have a look at the replay. I don't know. Matsumoto is the one that got body checked. So I think, yeah, they're going to turn this around. That's the right call. Yeah, exactly. So that one indeed was called on Reed Travis. So a great job by the officials to overturn that decision. Matsumoto going in. This time they're going to call a charge against him, and that's the right call. Well, Matsumoto was out of control trying to go for the spin out. And now is not the time to be making those kind of turnovers. You got to keep your composure. Well, Nagasaki, they need to make sure they have good defense. Well, right now you can see the emotional effects of this game just playing into this. Nagasaki, they need to make sure that they remain composed. They just cannot afford to switch off. And that's a silly foul to pick up. Well, Matsumoto will leave the game. He'll take a breather as he picks up his 4th personal foul. Ball trying to get some bounds. Now an offensive foul. Well, both teams, you can see right now, they're just not showing any leadership whatsoever. Oh, Tsukasa Nakano, what are you doing? Locking arms. Why? Remember, Hokkaido LEVANGA, they've only had 13 victories this season. So in essence, even though neither of these two teams can't compete for the playoffs, they probably need this game a little bit more. Mid-range, beautifully iced away. Well, beautifully tucked away by the Korean international. Number 3, Min Kuk-chung. Again, another quick three-pointer. HOKKAIDO LEVANGA, they don't want to throw this one away. Hail Mary by Brantley, and all of a sudden, it's now a 4-point ball game, and it's amazing. They've gone on a 5-0 run. Brantley hitting a Hail Mary three-pointer. Timeout's going to be called by LEVANGA. Well, getting the momentum going in favor of Nagasaki VELCA. This man, Brantley, hitting a big-time three-pointer, and all of a sudden giving his team a little bit of belief. But the key thing now is going to be composure for both LEVANGA HOKKAIDO and Nagasaki VELCA. Well, they got to make sure they make the right choices down the long end of this game. They cannot afford any bad shots. .8:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Home crowd trying to rally behind their team, and a bit of full court pressure coming from Nagasaki VELCA. Still no Dwight Ramos in the game for the home team. Now it's a turnover again. What is going on? Bonds has got to make this. There was a foul. And all they had to do was get the ball inbound, get it to a point guard, and get it over the halfway line. Well, Willis is lucky he didn't call for an offensive foul, but great defense by Brantley. Well, an even better time to bring Evans into the game for Nagasaki. Well, Chris Costigan has said New York is trying to watch the Ballooners comeback right now. Switch to the Ballooners game. I wish we could, bro, but we got a great game here as well. It's currently Matt Bonds, 19 points this evening for Nagasaki VELCA at the free throw line. Well, it's been great so far from the charity stripe this evening. Makes the first one. For provisional substitutions, Bonds comes out of the game. Evans comes back into the moments. Well, what a game we have. A shout out to Lansing JP, currently watching from Michigan. Welcome, brother. Well, Nakano goes for another three, and not dropping in like they did in the third quarter. Just over 2 minutes played so far here in the fourth. Nagasaki looking to tie the game up. Well, going for another Hail Mary. Still can't get it going. Again, that was not the right play to go for. But HOKKAIDO get it back. Still leading by 2 points. looking for that big play. Pulls up in the mid-range again. Easily ices that one away. Extending it down to a 4-point lead. Well, are these teams going to go back and forth and exchange buckets? That's going to be the question. Huge play by Shuto Terazono. Masaya Karimata finding Evans. Bradley trying to go for the ISO. Alley-oop time. Oh, but he missed it. Darryl Willis does just enough there to come up with a loose ball. But Terazono, quick shot, and that's just a poor shot. Another poor pass for that matter. The foul's going to be called. Well, Terazono, you've come up with a huge defensive play. Why are you taking a quick shot in transition? Same thing for Nagasaki. Why are you throwing the ball away? Now, the referees are going to discuss whether this will be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. So it's going to be interesting to see what they decide. We'll find out. Here's a turnover by Brantley. Try to go to try to cross court. Does Evans? Yeah. That's an unsportsmanlike foul to me. The reason why there's no attempt to play the basketball, it's deliberately trying to stop him in transition. So I would be surprised if they don't upgrade this to an unsportsmanlike. Well, welcome to Jared Rahmani, and welcome to John Shindy Montano. Jared, the B-League streams games every weekend on YouTube. They don't really have a B-League player, since whichever games are available, I guess. You can find them on the live stream of the B-League YouTube. Yep, there's the upgrade. I told you it was going to happen. I said that's going to be upgraded. So now what it means here for LEVANGA Hokkaido, 2 free throws, and they will get the ball back. Jared Rahmani, do you have a cousin or brother called Guy Rahmani? So big free throws for Reed Travis. Makes the first one. Every possession, every point is going to count at the moment. Makes them both. Reed Travis, originally from Minnesota, from Minneapolis, went to Kentucky University for his final year of university. Started playing pro basketball in Germany for Medi Bayreuth before coming to the Japanese B-League. Well, Avery Dozier, no, I'm actually currently commentating this game in London, United Kingdom. There's a penetration and a shot clock. Doesn't get it. Nagasaki come back up with it. Final 6 minutes, 20 to go. Finally trying to isolate. Elevates over, and that's a cool-as-you-like post move by Jarrell Brantley. 11 points tonight for Brantley. Well, Baba comes up. It's a costly turnover. Now it's going to be a 2-point ball game. And it's just sloppy basketball from LEVANGA Hokkaido. The inability to take care of the basketball. Well, they went up by 6 points with the free throws from the unsportsmanlike foul. They got it back. 3 from Reed Travis. It's up. Well, he hasn't made a 3 tonight. He's attempted 4. This will be the 4th and final team foul against LEVANGA Hokkaido. It's now Shuto Terazono. Won't go to the bench. He'll take a breather. Well, here we go. Well, it was about time they brought St. Papa Dwight back in the game. For all of our international fans who may be unaware, Dwight Ramos, one of the best players from the Philippines. Plays for the Filipino national team, originally from California in the USA. Well, there was a penetration by Baba. Reach in by Darrell Willis. No foul called. So far. Well, the foul was called, yeah. So I got it wrong. Baba's going to the free throw line. This is incredible. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO built a 6-point lead. He basically invited Nagasaki to come back in it. The Nagasaki fans making the journey to the northern island of Hokkaido here in Japan. Only 19 victories this season for Nagasaki. They won't be making the playoffs. Neither will Hokkaido LEVANGA. We're all locked in at 74. Splits the defense, goes off the backboard too strong, but Willis gets the offensive rebound. Travis goes in the paint. Gotta go up with it. Nothing goes. That suffocated defense coming from Nagasaki VELCA. Oh, disorganization in Hokkaido LEVANGA's offense, that is. Baba can give him the lead. This is the mid-range. Rebound's been secured by Darrell Willis. Ramos penetrates, goes in, and gets rejected. Well, Evans just said, not in your house. Jeremy Evans, 36 years of age, rejecting St. Papa Dwight. And a timeout's going to be called by LEVANGA HOKKAIDO with 4:43 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, it's a nice hesitation move by Ramos. Evans just said, get that out of here. Well, there was the mid-range. Again, you like the way these two teams have been playing here this evening. They've been going right back and forth at each other. And there was the invitation. Baba coming up with a steal. Well, Hokkaido about to throw it away again. Reed Travis just able to save this one. Nakano going down low to Willis. Willis baseline goes in, throws it down with two hands, and restores a 2-point lead for Hokkaido LEVANGA. That's a big play by Darrell Willis. Nagasaki. Baba comes off the bull screen, goes in, reverse the layup, and that's a B.E.A. Beautiful move by Yudai Baba. again. Willis has got the mismatch. You got to give the ball to him. Now he's double teamed. Ramos, 3, wide open. Got it! Big time three-pointer by St. Papa Dwight. Well, that's huge. Well, he's not involved regularly in the offense. Sometimes he's got to fight to get possession. But one thing I'll tell you about Dwight Ramos, from seeing this man play for the national team, he can shoot the ball. And Nagasaki failing to get the ball inside the paint. Well, it's a big moment now. Coming off one screen. 5 here on the shot clock. We got to go quick. The foul has been called. It's a terrible foul to give away because Bradley knew time was winding down, so it's going to be 2 free throws for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, a timeout's going to be cool. No, free throw coming up here. He misses the free throw. And these LEVANGA HOKKAIDO fans desperately want a victory here tonight. And it has indeed been missed. So Ren Shimatane, how many left-handed shooters play on this team? Devon Brooks, Darryl Willis, Ren Shimatane. It's the left-handed team. Makes the second one. 2-possession ball game with 2:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. Trying to beat the defense. Nowhere to go here. Another deep one coming up. And unable with offensive rebound. Evans goes in. Gets rejected. Well, Darryl Willis with a huge block. No need to rush this. Willis, 3, open. Just can't get it. Neither team with any fouls to give it the moments. Nagasaki looking to cut into this one, trailing by 4 points. That's good defense by Ramos, forcing Baba to give it up. Bradley nowhere to go in the paint, and again under intense pressure. The dying moments of the shot clock. Jarrell Bradley stepping up big time. It's not over. Well, he hasn't made a 3 tonight, and finally, when it counts, Reed Travis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, makes it a 5-point ball game. That's big time. Well, this man has struggled from the 3-point line this evening. And finally getting something. And that could be the nail in the coffin, but there's 1:41 to go. Well, he picketh, he poppeth, and he maketh the 3-pointeth. Layeth the smacketh down. Well, no need to panic here for Nagasaki. 1:41 to go. They're only down by 5 points. They've got to remain composed. There's a penetration. There's a turnover. Now, HOKKAIDO LEVANGA, no need to rush. Just hold on to it. Don't turn it over. There's the penetration. Ramos going in. It's St. Papa Dwight one more time. Well, Dwight Ramos, 12 points this evening, 7 of them coming in the first half. That might be the seal of the deal. Baba's three, it's up, no good. Rebound has been secured. Well, a much-deserved victory is going to be on the way here for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Ramos now, nowhere to go. Step back, big three. That would have been deep in Magandangabi. Well, Filipino Basel fans, you come here to support Dwight Ramos. And I got to tell you, as peculiar as his role is with this team, Ramos has been terrific tonight. Well, timeout's going to be called. Nagasaki trailing by 5 points with 26.9 seconds left. .9 seconds left. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO just trying to hold on. You know, key thing we've seen from Nagasaki in this game, whenever they put on full court pressure, we have seen clumsy turnovers from HOKKAIDO. Simply get the ball in bound. Don't turn it over. Get fouled. Avoid a double team if you can. Well, they got to get it in bound. They find Ramos. Ramos has caught the double team. There's a turnover. There's the and one. That is what we talked about. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, could it be Choke City? I mean, when the double team comes, you got to dribble at it. Get fouled. Can't just stay there. Well, third personal foul is going to be called against Carazono. 3-point play converted. Nagasaki again putting on that full court press. Let's call it a double team. Another turnover. This is incredible. I cannot believe what we've just seen. What have we just seen? I don't believe it. Well, final play. Willis trying to get something going. They can win the game here. Final moments. Puts it up for the win. Arigato gozaimasu! Ayasu minasai! Are you kidding me? LEVANGA HOKKAIDO winning on the buzzer. That is incredible. What did we just see? They were up by 5 points with 15 seconds. Nagasaki tied the game up, but LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, they win this. Referees. Well, it is indeed all over. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, well, I'm not quite sure why they're reviewing. The three was made in regulation. I think what's happened is they're trying to stop the. So when the three went in, the game clock should have stopped. Incredible. Well, what incredible scenes we've seen here today. Well, another look at that three-pointer. They're trying to figure out when the ball goes in, the clock should stop. Which means there should be a little bit of time left. So again, the review is once it went in the basket, 1.1. It's not over yet. So Nagasaki VELCA will indeed get this back. So a timeout's going to be called, I believe. Are they going to advance the ball? Oh, no advance. They got to get the ball up the court and just go for a tough three. This could be very tough. Well, they're going to have to go for a long pass. The pass is up. No good. It's all over. HOKKAIDO LEVANGA will take the victory. What a game it was. Well, Batsurig Jarga, I don't even know how to say your name, I apologize, but no, the game is not rigged. That's the right decision. They got 1.1 because that was what was left on the clock when the three was made. Alfredo Herrera, it's the right call. They got 1.1 because that was what was left on the clock when the three was made. That's the rule. No, the shot time should not have expired. But in the end, HOKKAIDO LEVANGA, they get the victory. Big win. Of course, what a big three-pointer to seal the deal. Well, just a phenomenal game here between two teams near the bottom end of the Japanese B.LEAGUE. You know, great stuff here from these two teams. Well, big victory, as you mentioned. Nagasaki, they came out the better team in the first quarter, but they lost the second quarter 32-17, and that was just unbelievable. Well, we are going to hear from the MVP. Well, you like that the Hokkaido players going over and showing appreciation to the supporting visiting fans. What a game it was. Well, Nagasaki players, they competed very well. Remember, they were down by 5 points with only 2 minutes left. Oh, no, 20 seconds left. They got themselves back in it. Well, of course, this fan base, they've had to go through the struggles this season, not seeing many victories. And this indeed is a big win for them.
はい、本当に最後残り26秒でちょっとそうですね、ターンオーバーが2つ続いてしまって、少しこうヒヤヒヤするような終わり方だったんですけども、最後寺園選手がすごくビッグショット決めてくれて、素晴らしかったと思います。ありがとうございます。
立ち上がりは苦しい展開でのスタートとなりましたが、今日の試合の勝因を教えてください。
そうですね、我慢強くやっぱり最初入り長崎さんのトランジションだったりこう強みである外国籍のワンオワンの状況っていうのを簡単にこう作らせてしまっていて、僕たちが本来やるべきこうディフェンスっていうのが少しだけルーズになる入りだったんですけども、そこをやっぱりこうバックアップのメンバーも含めて、しっかりディフェンスから立て直して、中野選手も非常にいいパフォーマンス見せてくれましたし、本当に選手たちすごく頑張ってくれたいいゲームだったなと思います。
それでは明日のまたこちら北エルでの試合があります。明日に向けて意気込みをお願いします。
はい、長崎さん本当にこうリーグでも最もやっぱり得点力のあるチームでペースの速いチームなので、明日もっともっと自分たちがディフェンスでしっかり自分たちのルール通りに長崎さんのやりたいバスケットっていうのをもっともっと抑えることで、もっといい内容のゲームっていうのができると思うので、また明日大きな声援よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。レバンガ北海道小野寺ヘッドコーチでした。続きましてヒーローインタビューに移りましょう。今日のヒーローはこの方です。ナンバー7中野司選手、おめでとう。
Well, there was game MVP Nakano Tsukasa. Again, what a performance he had. Big three-pointers. Well, the words from head coach of LEVANGA is that Nagasaki players are strong. This is a victory tree by everyone, including the backup players, bench rotations. Everybody had a big factor tonight. Let's listen now to Nakano Tsukasa.
はい、途中まで今日ヒーローあるなと思ってたんですけど、最後シュートさんが決めたからもう今日ないかなと思って、あんまり話聞いてなかったらちょっとヒーロー選ばれたんで、ちょっと反応に困った感じはありました。はい。
それだけの素晴らしい活躍がやはりありました。もうディフェンスが厳しい中、プレッシャーが厳しい中でのスリーポイントが気持ちように入りましたね。
はい、1本目すごくこう気持ちよく打ってたところがあったんで、2本目3本目しっかりと打ち切ることができたかなと思います。
本日のスリーポイント6分の5ということで、おおという会場もどよめいてますね。どうですか、途中乗ってるなというような気持ちはありましたか？
そうですね、打ったら入る感覚はあったので、もっとボールよこせと思いながら、ずっと準備してました。
中野選手の今日のスリーポイントが大きくチームの勝利につながったと思いますが、明日もあります。明日の試合に向けて意気込みをお願いします。
はい、今日勢いづく、勝利だったと思うので、しっかりチームで戦って、明日も勝って2連勝できるように頑張りたいと思います。
中野選手、そのままそこに残っていただき、中野選手がこの人がヒーローだったんじゃないかという、そうです、寺園選手にもお話を聞きましょう。どうぞ。寺園選手、前にお越しください。って顔。最後苦しい中でのあの見事なスリーポイント決めた瞬間はどんな気分でしたか？
いや、決めた瞬間はもうなんか何も考えてなかったですね。本当にもう決めて勝ったなっていう感じだったので、打つ前は本当に何も考えてなくて、もう空いたら打とうというふうに決めてたので、それが良かったなと思います。
素晴らしかったです。もう入った後のご本人その雄たけびがねありましたけども、そこも自分では覚えてないような感じですね。
そうですね。いやでもやっぱり連敗が続いてて、自分たち自身のバスケットっていうのがなかなかここ最近できてなかったんですけど、今日失点は多かったんですけど、今週1週間準備してきたことをチーム全員が遂行して、ほとんどの時間できていたと思うので、絶対に勝ちたいという思いはあって、その気持ちから雄たけびを上げたのかなというふうに思います。
なるほど、その気持ちが勝利への道につながったと思いますが、明日も連勝という形を残したいと思います。キャプテンとして明日への意気込みをお願いします。
やはり今日の試合で、修正点が出たと思うので、そこをしっかりとみんなで明日遂行して改善できるようにやれば、必ず勝てると思うので、明日も勝ちたいと思います。ありがとうございました。
Well, they heard from both Tsukasa Nakano and Shuka Terazono. Well, Nakano said in the second interview, I was confident that I would get a shot today, and I want to make every shot tomorrow as well. Remember, this is game one of this double head-to-head.
本日の試合で最もファイヤーを集めましたレバンガ北海道の選手にはロックアイスプレゼンツオンファイヤー賞といたしまして、オフィシャルパートナーであります、トップファーム様よりサロマ和牛1キロが贈られます。オンファイヤー賞はこの選手です。ナンバー7、中野司選手、おめでとう。はい、美味しいサロマ和牛を召し上がっていただきましょう。中野選手、ヒーローに引き続きおめでとうございます。さあ続きましてレブニーズプレゼンツファーストシュートチャレンジ賞の発表です。今日の試合
Well, once from
最
Shuto
も
Terazano
一番最
was
初
the
に得
last
点を
shot
決めた
did
選手で
surprise
す
him,
ね。
and he wants to make sure
さあ最初に
tomorrow
得点を決めた
the
選
fans
手
make
は
a great
今日
atmosphere
は
so that they
ナンバー
can
2
give
ド
them
ワイト・
something
ラ
to
モ
cheer
ス
for
選手
and
で
win the
した。
game. His final third
ラモス
words
選
to
手
the Hokkaido LEVANGA fans was
投
indeed
票していただいた方の
arigato
中から
gozaimasu.
抽選で、あら子供ちゃんかわいいグータッチね、こちらの海鮮セットプレゼントしますね。はい、いいですね。いい笑顔。嬉しそう嬉しそうはい、ありがとう。はい、おめでとうございます。ドワイト・ラモス選手でした。ありがとうございました。さあそれでは迷いますね。もう皆さんが活躍した今日の試合でしたけども、勝利のパフォーマンスレバンガビクトリー、やはりヒーローの中野選手にはお立ち台に上がっていただきまして、そしてこのコート一面を駆け巡ってアシストも素晴らしかったです。島谷選手にもご参加いただきましょう。島谷選手、よろしいですか。かっこよかったよ。アシストも良かったですしね。
Well, here comes Ren Shimatani after Dwight Ramos, just applauding a young
両
fan
手
with
が
a
塞がっちゃいますから
nice
ね。
fan-winning prize.
はい、では中野選手のリードでいきましょうか。はい、お二人で息を合わせてお願いします。
レバンガビクトリー。
The players just celebrating with their home crowd.
ありがとうございました。勝利のレバンガビクトリーをいただきました。
Big victory here tonight for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, winning on the buzzer. Only their 14th victory of the season. Well, big play, of course, from Reed Travis, Darrell Willis. Of course, not to mention the likes of Dwight Ramos. Well, here are the highlights from this game. Of course, what a phenomenal game it was in the end. Well, it's fair to say, Nagasaki VELCA did come out like the better team. First quarter, they were in total control of this one. Problem, though, was consistency for Nagasaki. Although they dominated that first quarter, they just weren't unable to keep it going. I mean, in the second quarter, there was a deficit of, I believe it was in the end, 32-17. Unfortunately, you just cannot play like that. You've got to make sure you stay consistent at all costs. Well, at every cost for that matter. Well, defensively, you can definitely see there was a lot of shakiness from LEVANGA HOKKAIDO at the beginning. Well, big three-point shooting coming from both these two teams. Tsukasa Nakano hitting some big threes, to say the least. And it's just fair to say that, well, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO got it going in the second quarter. Remember, these two teams will meet tomorrow. A couple of backboard three-pointers we saw today from Tsukasa Nakano. Well, there's the hustle. Reed Travis coming up with loose ball, finishing under the bucket. Nice job there by Matt Bonds, getting in inside the paint. Well, that was the final play of the first half. HOKKAIDO made it a 7-point ball game, or an 8-point ball game for that matter. And then Nagasaki went full court. Well, you kind of get the feeling this was going to be a close one between these two teams. Evans caused a lot of problems for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, the tempo in the third quarter did slow down a little bit. It was toward the latter stages of the third quarter, towards the latter stages when it picked up. That's when we saw both teams just a little bit more aggressive for that matter. Well, when they started playing with aggression, you could definitely see the confidence spew out in HOKKAIDO LEVANGA. Now, he did struggle inside the paint, but relentlessly, he kept going at the Nagasaki defense. And he hit that crucial three-pointer in the fourth quarter. But these back-to-back triples coming from Tsukasa Nakano, this is what made a big difference and built the separation. You could argue, had he not made these two threes, Nagasaki could have been in this one. Well, Willis penetrating. Again, he had his ups and downs, but made some big moments down the long stretch of this game. There was Jarrell Brantley. Cool as you like. Composed, big three-pointer. He went on a 5-0 run, leading this team. But it was sloppy turnovers like these. Yudai Baba coming up with a loose ball. I mean, it was practically an invitation for Nagasaki to get back in this one. Well, I'd say there you could see Darrell Willis maybe lucky not to get away with a hook. It was Baba's penetration going in with a reverse layup. That is simply Renaissance style of play. And here was a huge three by Ramos getting the roll in. And that was monumental. Big time three-pointer by Papa St. Dwight. And here was a three, the first one for Reed Travis. That made a cool game. That made it a 5-point lead for LEVANGA Hokkaido. Yeah, that was a nice drive by Dwight Ramos. Taking his tally to 12 points here in the game. There was the winner, the game winner, the huge three-pointer. Let's seal the deal here for LEVANGA Hokkaido. Shuto Terazono. And it was all over here tonight in the beautiful island of Hokkaido. Well, there are your statistics from the game. 11 three-pointers for Hokkaido LEVANGA. And the 11th one turned out to be the most crucial one. Well, the rebound count you can see going in favor of the home team, 46-36, 18 offensive rebounds for Hokkaido LEVANGA. And that's crucial. That's the difference between winning and losing, no doubt. Well, those threes were imperative. Again, those rebounds were just as more important if you want to, or just as important. Turnovers didn't exactly help Nagasaki VELCA. Nagasaki did have 22 field goals with inside the rainbow, and they hit all their free throws tonight. Nagasaki 20 for 20 for the charity stripe this evening. Well, here is a look at the game's leading scorers. Great performance tonight. Reed Travis top scored for LEVANGA Hokkaido with 18. Shuto Terrazano and Darrell Willis combined total of 34 points. Well, Yudai Baba, 22, he led the way for Nagasaki VELCA, 21 coming from Matt Bonds. Jarrell Brantley putting in a very good performance this evening. He was able to knock down 18 points. Well, momentarily, we will take a look at some of the key other stats, such as the assists and rebounds in this game for that matter. Well, you can see Jarrell Brantley finishing with a double-double, 23 rebounds for Reed Travis. That is incredible. Darrell Willis, 1 rebound short of a double-double. Jeremy Evans, he was 3 rebounds short of a double-double. Well, there are your contributors for tonight's points and rebounds. The case of the assist stat, for that matter. Well, collectively as a team, 20 assists coming for Nagasaki, 22 assists in total. Did come from LEVANGA Hokkaido. Just overall great performance from both these two teams to go right down to the wire was incredible. Well, exciting times in the B-League. These two teams won't be considered playoff contenders, but just to be able to give their fans something to cheer about by the end. Well, Ren Shimatani had 8 assists. He led all point guards with assists this evening. Kaimata had 6. That's amazing. Brantley was 5 assists away from a triple-double. That's how great he was tonight. Terrazano, he also had 6 assists. Second joint top leader with assists along with Karimata. Reed Travis, well, 7 assists away from a triple-double himself. I think the rebounds. He was top scorer, top rebounder. I think that tells you everything. All fans getting pictures with their favorite players. What a time it was to be here tonight for the Japanese B-League. Well, the other game twos that will be going on. These two will meet tomorrow. Sanraka Shibuya, they'll be taking on Kyoto Hanaris, and Ibaraki Robots will be taking on Kai Soto's Yokohama B Corsairs. Well, Basel fans, we thank you for joining us. God bless, good night, goodbye. Ayasu Minasai, sayonara, magadanga B, and pa'alam. We'll see you soon for more Japanese B-League basketball. I'm your commentator, Josh Bett, and it is goodbye and thank you for joining us.